Over the last couple of days, we've seen some crazy and outlandish roughing the passer calls. It started on Sunday with Tom Brady when he was brought to the ground by Grady Jarrett of the Falcons. The NFL fans went crazy. It was all over social media. It was all over mainstream media. There was two ideologies. One was it's Tom Brady. He always gets the calls. You know, star athletes seem to get calls their way, especially if they, put their hands up and start saying, hey, that's a roughing the passer call. We all know this is true, not just in NFL. It happens in NBA. It happens in all sports. The stars get the calls. Unfortunately, we saw the same thing happen last night in the Chiefs versus Raiders game, where Chris Jones took down the quarterback, and he was also called for roughing the passer. Again, it was not a roughing the passer call that should have been made. Now, Chris Jones suggests that those types of calls be VAR reviewed. Personally, I think that's a good idea, especially if we're going to be this sensitive about touching the quarterbacks. Some are saying that this has become as a result of Tua and the situation with the Miami Dolphins quarterback getting a concussion. We all know that concussions, unfortunately, and aggressive injuries are part of football. Now, the NFL says adamantly that they did not change the roughing the passer call, that the referees made these calls on their own. The NFL owners next week will be meeting in New York to discuss this and see whether any changes need to be made. But up until this point, no call has been made from the NFL to be strict on the roughing the passer call. Subscribe to Rovis Rants, hit the like button. I'll keep you up to date as to any changes on the roughing the passer call, and if there's any more stories that come out of this. We'll see you soon.